Kick up. Kick up the beat. Distill the ruptured heart. A million ways to die in your survival. Step outside where the next breath is dead on arrival. Like skin you've worn down to bone, plucked it out to set the throne. A crown upon the altar for all the discontent. Another regret set to reprove an old point. I suppose we should try something else than bloody glove upon sutured mouth. You speak your mind to still your heart beneath the roll outside the part. I was never the one able to set this table, to take the rock from where the legs were left uneven by all the cuts from all the seasons, all the bruises, all the blues. You're the only one who can get through to you. It can only come together after it has fallen apart. Kick up the beat, distill the ruptured heart. Poem 2, Bones. The winter comes again. The whiteness of the snow bleaches out the bones, blankets earth below. I get as cold as I might get to vacate all regrets. You think I want you strong, but that hasn't happened yet. Build a place there up between you and everything. There is comfort in retreat. You aren't warm until you breathe. I let come what will come, let go what will go. Just take it as it is, those lines within the bones. The words mean what you wish. That's the way it's always been. Make it a curse, make it a gift. A reason to move or a cause to stand. We get warm as we might get. We get cold as one might know. Blame it on the elements. Accuse the sun and snow. You can choose to understand. You can choose to let it go. Always look where we have been or make it up on the road. You can choose to use each thing or bury it deep below. As winter comes again, as it bleaches out the bones. Stars cut scars. Poem 3. Walk to where the stars cut scars deep into your feet, and dreams awaken hope somewhere out in this faded street. We want the destination that will point at the belief, but in frigid isolation that whole theory's defeat. I've walked the world and understood how we see what we will see. I just want to see the people who can look with their whole being. I've stepped between divisions just to kill another fight. But if you want your wars, well, love, I'll be gone before tonight. I don't believe in innocence, I can't believe in guilt. I've been the witness too many times to where the blood was truly spilled, and we're all heroes, villains, and rising praised for our shames. Hey, every justification is just someone else to blame. I don't know if our miracles, they ever come free. I'm caught between all that I see and all that I believe. My gods have 60 names and that's just at last count. Goddesses 80 more, and all we ever figured out was who was more important, well, who had the right way. Who was the victim and the criminal today. Who had the answer to the questions never asked. Who survived the wars and who died along the pass. Never been much of one to weigh what one believes. Just sit and watch and look and listen to how each one treats themselves and one another outside each display. That decides the silence. Well, that decides what we'll say. So if you wonder, it's part of where I'll be. Walk to where the stars cut scars deep into your feet, and dreams awaken hope somewhere out in this faded street. Poem 4, Scarecrow. We're shifting through the scarecrow, looking for the needles, trying to find the words that say something different than before. Because I love you, but you'll buckle when I show it. Because I love you, but how you ever gonna know it? Because we're the givers, hey, that's the way it's always been. Because nobody has got nothing on you if there is nothing you've never taken. That's the rules that we were shown somewhere along the way. That's what we hand down. That's the price we pay. We learn the lesson hard, we learn that lesson quick. Every stop a card, and most stops had a trick. But I think we got it wrong, I don't think that this'll stick. This ain't no game of hearts. It's quite another brick. This ain't the old game now, we gotta try something new. It's you'll be there for me, so let me be there for you. Because shifting through the scarecrow, you know we'll never win. Because it's all just full of straw, there never was a real pin. It could have always been the lesson, it's up to you what you believe. Gotta balance out the give with what you're willing to receive. Trying to find the words for something different than before. How it all changes depends on how you choose the door. Yeah, we learned the lesson hard. Hey, we learned the lesson quick. But the lesson was the lie, the lesson was the trick. Because you're the giver, hey, that's the way it's always been. Nobody's got nothing on you till there's something you have taken. This ain't the old game now, we gotta try something new. It's a you'll appreciate me and I'll appreciate you. It could have always been a lesson. Choose what you believe. Gotta balance out the give with what you can receive. Poem 5. Your body prayed. Your body prayed against me the way that all madness prays against sanity. Prayed with touches to the point where the tongue stilled. Cleft to the roof of the mouth so I was only able to return my answers in touch. With fingertips tapping out rhythms and words that the body could feel, that could penetrate the senses to the point where each embrace suddenly returned. Crafted a magic where the essence of time left each of us bleeding so completely into the other that you, or I, ceased to exist, but were only the essence of this unity bound by the fire, melted by the hot breath of such confessions that there were no priests to hear, but only God singing from the balcony of the rhythm pounding from one heart into another, one earth deepening in the weight of its own gravity, spinning beyond the point of vertigo where balance ceases and we float freely into a state which feeds to nourish this child, this spirit dancing between received and receiving in the essence of our loose souls barely connected now to this skin, and the essence of this wonder. Who is burning, and who is burned? Who earth, and who sky? Who lover, and who loved? I can only speak to you this way in the rhythm of the silences, in the way the river speaks to itself when the rain is falling from the open sky. Your body prayed against me, and my sanity set loose. I was only too happy to embrace the revolt.